Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm saying you hi today from my new reading room. Do let me know how you like this setup. Anyway, coming to the point of this video, today I'm going to talk to you about 6 things that we should all do before 2021 begins. Now I know that on this channel, a lot of people who follow me are self-growth nerds. I am one myself, and that's why we're super excited about the start of a new year because it motivates us to bring positive changes in our life. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 6 amazing ideas using which you can set yourself up for success for 2022. Let's begin. So let's start with the first and the most obvious thing, which is to have a look back at the year that has gone by. So in 2021, I'm sure some amazing things happened. I'm sure there were some setbacks as well. And before we start a new year, it's important that we look back and learn from the mistakes and celebrate our wins. So a couple of things that I do is, number one, have a look at my goals for 2021 and see how many of those I was able to achieve. Usually this is sometimes a very mixed experience. Some goals I would have achieved really well and some absolutely not at all. But that's the point of this journey, to really understand where we faltered and what went wrong so that we can learn from that and implement the right things in the new year. Also, I make a gratitude list for 2021, which means I write all the things that happened in 2021 for me or with me that I'm super thankful for. And the third thing that I do, which is really important, is I try and go back at my resolutions list and see if there's anything that I can still fulfill in the last 10-12 days, whatever's left in this year. That helps me end the year with a big bang and really makes me motivated and excited to achieve more in 2022. The next thing that we should do is declutter. You know, we want to start the new year on as positive a note as possible. So we really want to get rid of anything unnecessary, anything absolutely not needed in our lives. So I start with a physical space declutter first, where I look at all of the things that I own. I look at my wardrobe, I look at my kitchen, I look at my bedroom, I look at all of the physical places in my house and get rid of everything. I either give stuff away or I discard stuff that is absolutely not needed. Another important declutter to do is digital declutter, where I look at my laptop, my phone and other digital devices and get rid of unnecessary photos, unnecessary apps, and also sometimes a lot of unnecessary documents and files that we accumulate. It's really important to get rid of stuff like this because we end up spending a lot of our time on our digital devices, and if these spaces are cluttered, honestly, we would never get that positive, amazing feeling for 2022. The third important thing to do is to do a quick finance check. Now, it's really important, especially if you are somebody who already has a job and you make your own money, is to go back and have a look at how you used your money in the year that was gone by. So I start by looking at all the income that I had this year, income from my main job, my side hustles, all of that. On top of that, I also review all of my expenses. So this year, if you had a budget for yourself, it's really important that you go back and have a look at whether you actually stuck to that budget or not. Also, try and see where most of your money was spent. If it was on eating out, figure out ways in which you can save that. If it was on self-growth and development, then congratulations, you're already on the right path. Try and see where most of your money is going. That will give you a really good sense of how you want to use your money in the year that's coming. The next important thing that you can consider doing before the start of a new year is to give back to the society. End of the year is one of the best times to consider any kind of charity at any level that you can do. See if you can find an orphanage in your area or an old age home, and you can consider going there with some gifts to light up the lives of those people. Also, maybe you can consider donating to a charity that you actually really like. There are a lot of organizations that even accept monthly donations. Maybe you can consider signing up for something like that for 2022. Anyway, the big point is to really consider giving back to the society in whatever way you can. Even if you don't want to put in a lot of work and effort, if there's any domestic help that comes to your place, maybe you can consider doing something for them. The smallest of gesture that you can do can go a long way in making someone really happy. The next thing, and I hope none of you skip this, is to get yourself completely checked medically before the new year begins. Most of us, especially in our 20s and 30s, feel like we're still very young, nothing will happen to us, but our lifestyle these days are not the best. We end up eating a lot of junk, we live in polluted cities, we sit in front of our laptops all the time, so chances are that there may be something that's probably starting to go wrong. And it's really important that we catch things as early as possible. So maybe consider going out and getting some blood tests done. You can even consider getting some routine scans so that you get a complete idea about where you are health-wise. And if your reports come back positive, it'll be amazing because you can start the new year on a good note, and even if small problems appear here and there in your reports, you can start working towards them early on. And the last thing to do is the most exciting part of this journey, which is planning for 2022 and setting up New Year resolutions. Personally, for me, setting up resolutions is super exciting because I get to visualize my future and I get to imagine all the positive things that come from that. So I personally set my resolutions in 4 parts. So I have 4 different types of goals that I set for myself. There's health goals, there's self-care goals, there's career goals, and finance goals. Having goals in each of these categories allows me to ensure that enough attention goes to everything. Because otherwise, if I just randomly sit down to write goals, I sometimes forget about money or health or something or the other. Basically, setting up resolutions is amazing, but the most important thing is to follow through for the rest of the year. So for that, what helps a lot is to have a partner who can work with you, who can sort of be your accountability partner in the whole journey. For me, that's my husband. It could be your best friend, your roommate, or anybody who you feel comfortable sharing your highs and lows with. I hope that you set amazing and attainable New Year resolutions for yourself. I have a really good New Year resolution video that I made a couple of years back. I'll link that in the description box below. So that's it for today. I hope this video gave you ideas on things that you can do for the last couple of days this year. Remember, in the middle of all of this planning and prepping, don't forget to have fun. Celebrating New Year is an amazing thing and you should definitely consider doing that as well. I'll see you next time, probably in the next year. Bye-bye.